Alright, this is in response to a couple videos that I just saw on YouTube that were trying to push some misconceptions about hell. Um, and there was more than one, and they had more likes than dislikes. It's a shame, but because that which is highly esteemed among men is an abomination in the sight of God. So keep that verse in mind. But this is in response to a guy who said that hell wasn't eternal. He said a couple things that were off point. He said that they don't go to hell directly after they die. He said there's soul sleep, and that's a misinterpretation of the scriptures. And it really is, because you can see in this verse alone that that's a myth, especially in verse 13. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. Whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. So it really says clearly right here, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. So the dead were in hell, basically, it says quite clearly right there. This guy used a verse from 2 Peter, and all you have to do is go and read it in context. Here's all these winds of doctrine with cunning craftiness whereby they lie in wait to deceive. That's chapter 4 of Ephesians. I said that wrong in my last video, because I quoted that one then. So he tried to use this verse right here to misinterpret the Bible. It says, "The Lord knows how to deliver the godly out of temptation, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished." Well, this doesn't mean that they're not going to hell. It means they're going to be punished even more, and they'll be judged on that day, officially. But we already went over what it says in Revelations. But look, that's what he used to say, oh, well, see, he reserves them unto the day of judgment to be punished. But he's totally taken out of context, because if you look a little earlier, it says here, "For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment." And then it goes on and on, talking about Noah, Sodom and Gomorrah, and Lot. So in the context, talking about the angels and reserving the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. But it's not over. It keeps talking about here. "But chiefly them that walk after the flesh of the lust and uncleanness, and despise government, presumptuous are they, self-willed. They are not afraid to seek evil dignities." And it goes back talking about angels right here. So it's all tied in. "Whereas angels, which are greater in power and might, bring not railing accusation against them, but before the Lord." So